It is rightly said, there are no rainbows without rain. There are no victories without pain. Mount Carmel High School has achieved a century of victory, overcoming and prevailing through myriad hardships.
मीठी बात और चेहरे पर मुस्कान, आप जैसे लोग ही हैं हमारे इस महफिल की शान। माउंट कार्मेल परिवार अपने इस शताब्दी समारोह में आप सभी गणमान्य अतिथियों का हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता है।
Half of the management, staff and students, I feel privileged to extend a very warm welcome to all our esteemed dignitaries, invited guests, fathers, sisters, ex-teachers, parents, benefactors and friends. We are here to mark the closing of the centenary year for our school, Mount Carmel, Navrangpura. Our faith has sustained us for all these years, which is the hallmark of the faithfulness and fidelity of the sisters. 100 years has been a long journey, and we at Carmel are filled with gratitude for achieving this milestone and for everyone who has been a part of this journey. This journey would not have been possible without our founder, Venerable Mother Veronica's vision, a strong woman who laid the foundation of this great institution. It is her faith and fortitude that has enabled Carmel to achieve great heights. We, the Carmel family, bow our heads in respect to greet our honorable guests and all present here.
Now, we are entering into the most solemn and pious moment of today's celebration, the lighting of the centenary diya. May I request our Director and Manager, Sister Renuka, and our in-charge Principal, Ms. Shalini Bharadwaj, to accompany our eminent guests. Our Chief Guest, Ms. Shalini Duhan, Most Reverend Bishop Ratnaswamy, Most Reverend Emeritus Archbishop Stanislaus Fernandez, our Provincial Superior, Reverend Sister Maria Christie, Reverend Father Durai Fernand, Provincial Superior of the Society of Jesus, to light the centenary diya. Light is a symbol of brightness and prosperity. Mount Carmel School has kindled the lamp of Gyan and Prem, which has been the motto of the school in these. As we have lit this diya, we send the vibrations of peace and love to all those who have been associated with this great institution.
ज्ञान और प्रेम के प्रतीक इन दीपों को प्रज्वलित करने के लिए आप सभी का हार्दिक धन्यवाद। तो चलिए इन प्रज्वलित दीपों के माध्यम से हम अपने ईश्वर का अपने दिल में आह्वान करें, क्योंकि हर व्यक्ति को ईश्वर की प्यास होती है और उसकी पूर्णता प्रार्थना से होती है। चूंकि हमारा देश भारत प्रार्थनाओं का देश है, तो हम सब मिलकर एक छत के नीचे अलग अलग धर्मों के माध्यम से उस एक ईश्वर की आराधना करें तथा इसकी सकारात्मक ऊर्जा को देश के हर एक कोने से तक पहुंचाए। क्यों?
Your name on high, Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way from the earth to the cross. My debt to pay from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high.
Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is, love your neighbor as yourself.
Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way from the earth to the cross. My debt to pay from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high.
ईश्वर दिल की खामोशी में बोलता है और उसे सुनना प्रार्थना की शुरुआत होती है।
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि।
जब दुआएं अर्श पर जाती है तो रब की रहमतें बरसती हैं।
बरकतों का पैगाम मिले कहने से ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह। रहमतों का सलाम मिले बस कहने से बिस्मिल्लाह 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 तेरे नाम से शुरू हुआ तेरे नाम पे खत्म लिल्लाह
जितना विश्व समझता है, प्रार्थना उससे अधिक कार्य करती है।
सरफ फौती खरो रहबर अशोजर थोफ पैगंबर बलो तूनीक टाले अशोजर थोफ पैगंबर सरफ फौती खरो रहबर अशोजर थोफ पैगंबर बलो तूनीक टाले अशोजर थोफ पैगंबर
जब सभी धर्मों ने हमें एक ही शिक्षा दी है कि सबकी भलाई करें, प्यार से रहें, जीवों पर दया करें, माता पिता का आदर करें, तो क्यों ना हम सभी धर्मों के लोग एक छत के नीचे एक साथ मिलकर रहें और प्यार बांटें।
Every culture has its own way of greeting their guests. Some bow their head to show respect. Some say namaste. Some bow down to touch the feet of the elders. Some say vanakkam, salam, whereas some say khammagani. But all follow the same principle, that is, Atiti Devo Bhava. A guest is akin to God. Each one of you gathered here is closely associated with Mount Carmel School, and it is our immense pleasure to have you in our midst for today's wonderful occasion. Our students are here to greet you and extend a warm welcome to all present here. So get ready for a whirlwind of joy and excitement.
It's a jubilee for Mount Carmel, a jubilee. We welcome you with a cheer to glorify Carmel centenary. Hurrah! It's a jubilee for Mount Carmel, a jubilee. We welcome you with a cheer to glorify Carmel centenary. We honor your presence here as we step into a new year. Join us in our centenary speech as we celebrate Carmel with glee. Hurrah! It's a jubilee for Mount Carmel, a jubilee. We welcome you with a cheer to glorify Carmel centenary. Our journey has been a joyride with the Almighty by our side, and Mother Veronica as our guide. We cherish our century with pride. Hurrah! It's a jubilee for Mount Carmel, a jubilee. We welcome you with a cheer to glorify Carmel centenary. We say that Fortitude forevermore. We continue to bloom and grow, welcoming thee to rejoice and sing, wishing you a marvelous evening. Hurrah! It's a jubilee for Mount Carmel, a jubilee. We welcome you with a cheer to glorify Carmel centenary. We welcome you with a cheer to glorify Carmel centenary. 1, 2, 3.
Once again, Mount Carmel School extends a very warm welcome to everyone present here. There is no chance, no destiny, no fate that can circumvent or hinder or control the firm resolve of a determined soul. Why are we here today? We are here due to the faith of one woman, Venerable Mother Veronica,
जिसके त्याग और बलिदान से ही आज एपोस्टोलिक कार्मेल है खड़ा। ऐसी ही विशिष्ट विभूति जो हमारे लिए एक प्रेरणा स्रोत हैं। ये उन्हीं की दूरदर्शिता का परिणाम है कि आज हम सब इस शताब्दी समारोह के साक्ष्य बन पाए हैं।
Yes, her faith and fortitude has enabled Mount Carmel School to reach this milestone of 100 years. So come, let us witness the life of the heroic woman.
There may be the Spirit of God was hovering over the earth. This Spirit was the light of the world.
All over the world, the Spirit is moving. All over the world, as the prophet said it would be. All over the world, there's a mighty revelation of the glory of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. Right here in this place, the Spirit is moving. Right here in this place, as the prophet said it would be. Right here in this place, there's a mighty revelation of the glory of the Lord as the waters cover the sea.
Along with this light, there also existed the forces of darkness, equally strong. These forces that prevailed over the earth wanted to establish their supremacy. There is a constant struggle between these two forces in the world and within each one of us. Man is ever pulled between doing the good and evil. There is a constant war within. Let us now take you through the life of a heroic woman, Mother Veronica. Once upon a time, in a far-off land, there lived a pious English Christian Anglican family in Constantinople, where Sophie was born. She was a happy child, enthusiastic and playful. Her parents were Henry Daniel Leaves and Marina Holton, along with their son Henry and daughters Marianne, Emily, and Catherine. Sophie, who is later known as Mother Veronica, had to choose between good over evil all through her life. Life is the sum of all the choices we make each time of the day. Sophie's mother, Marina Holton, always encouraged the children to help the needy and the poor. So, she insisted that they join the sewing classes and donate the stitched clothes to the poor. Sophie often watched her father kneeling and reciting prayers with devotion. Sophie inherited from her parents an indomitable courage, love for the poor, and deep faith in God. Prayer was given the first priority in the Leaves family. Therefore, the father made sure that the family prayed together regularly. All the children obeyed God's commandments faithfully. But there were times when they faltered. Despite having a good foundation in life, can you imagine that Sophie was driven at times to make wrong choices in her life? Once, Marianne and Sophie were all by themselves, playing together.
Down by the river, by the boat, where everybody goes to be alone, where you won't see any rising sun. Down to the river we will run. When by the water we drink to the dregs, look at the stones on the riverbed. I can tell from your eyes you never been by the riverside. Down by the water, the riverbed, somebody calls you, somebody says, swim with the current and float away. Down by the river every day. Oh my God, I see how everything is torn in the river deep, and I don't know why I go the way down by the riverside.
Something struck Sophie, and she stole a spoonful of milk. She relished it and had another spoonful. When Marianne caught her, she reported it to their father. Sophie received a harsh scolding, and she vowed never to steal. While the human instinct of stealing broke her relationship with God, her spirit of repentance restored and steered her on the path of right. Suddenly, a small voice whispered within her, never to tarnish her inner soul. This experience led to a new awakening in her. Day by day, Sophie became mature in her decisions, in making choices between good and evil, right and wrong. As years rolled by, little Sophie grew into a charming young lady. Many young men were attracted to her. But her mother got her engaged to a dashing young naval officer, Kenneth. And soon they were to be married. But the boat of her life was in turbulent waters. God was calling her to a different level of life. She remembered God's voice. For I know the plans I have for you, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. And so it was early morning, and all was still, very still. During this time, Sophie was in her deep sleep.
she heard a sweet, distinct, and clear voice talking to her.
Peace I leave unto you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, I give unto you.
Sophie sat motionless and continued to listen to the celestial harmony. This was her first encounter with God. Sophie was going through a great turmoil. Her soul struggled to navigate her path. God was shaping a different life path for her. Being touched by the Spirit of God and having heard His voice, Sophie courageously decided to break off her engagement with her fiancé. The handsome naval officer, Kenneth. Despite the pressures of the society, she took this bold decision, trusting in the providential love of God. Her soul yearned to be one with God, yet remained uncertain about her future. To let go of a promising proposal was not an easy task for Sophie, but responding to the inner voice was her constant joy and strength.
An avid reader, a deep thinker, and an ardent seeker of truth, Sophie, from her early years, felt an attraction for the Catholic Church. She spent hours together in prayer, kneeling down in the presence of God. She decided to become a part of the Catholic Church along with her sister, Marianne.
Oh my God, I had so much to tell you that I fear I said nothing. I remained absorbed in silence. I now possessed my God. I now had all, and the whole world was nothing to me.
It was a day of great joy to them. Here comes the next struggle that Sophie had to overcome. She was a part of the Catholic Church now. When they broke this news to their mother, Marina Halton, she was extremely furious, heartbroken, and she started bewailing. Sophie was now battling a different struggle where her mother was forsaking her, but she was steadfast in her love for God. Courageously, she chose a path completely dedicated to God, forgoing all the pleasures and comfort that her family offered.
I will fight, I will run the race, I will press on towards the goal. I will fight the fight, I will run the race, I will press on towards the goal. I will take hold of that for which God took hold of me. I will take hold of that for which God took hold of me. I will fight the fight, I will run the race, I will press on towards the goal. I will fight the fight, I will run the race, I will press on towards the goal. I will take hold of that for which God took hold of me. I will take hold of that for which God took hold of me.
Sophie is now seen as Sister Veronica. She entered the congregation of the Sisters of Saint Joseph of the Apparition in 1815, taking the name Sister Mary Veronica of the Passion. As a sister of Saint Joseph of the Apparition, Sister Veronica was assigned diverse roles and responsibilities. She was assigned to begin a new foundation in India. Yet again, another milestone of making choices in the life of Sister Veronica, either to go to India, an unknown distant land, or to stay back on the familiar shores in Europe. Her zeal for God's glory was so great that she was happy and ready to go to Calicut in Kerala to start a new foundation. So, in 1863, the heroic Sister Veronica chose to come to India along with her companion, Sister Mary Joseph. They arrived in Calicut on the coast of Malabar, India. Sister Veronica then, with all tenderness and humility, knelt down and kissed the soil of Mother India as a sign of fidelity to serve the people with love and commitment, unmindful of the culture, weather, and language. Her heroism was rewarded by the warm welcome given by the people of the land in Calicut, Kerala. Sister Veronica proved to be a good teacher in Calicut. She learned the local language Malayalam so that she could communicate with the people. She worked zealously for the people of God. There was yet another thunderbolt awaiting her. When everything was happy and gay in Calicut, she heard an inner voice saying to her,
I want you in Carmel. I want you in Carmel.
At this point, God was calling her to a higher call, that is, to found a new congregation. Thus, with steadfast faith in God, she founded the Apostolic Carmel at Bayonne, France on 16th July 1868. She trained a group of 3 sisters to carry forward her mission to India. The group of 3 sisters arrived in India at Mangalore, and they were guided by Bishop Mari Ephraim to provide education to young girls in rural India. the Apostolic Carmel congregation spread its wings throughout India and hence reached the soil of Ahmedabad, Gujarat in 1923. Sister Eloisia, the then Superior General, along with other sisters, toiled hard, keeping their faith and fortitude in God. Within their hearts, they found happiness and a sense of satisfaction in accomplishing the dream of Mother Veronica.
झणी झणी मुरलियो वागे छे एनो शब्द गगन मां गाजे छे एनो शब्द गगन मां गाजे छे झणी झणी मुरलियो वागे छे धणी धणी मुरलियो वागे छे एनो शब्द गगन मां गाजे छे एनो शब्द गगन मां गाजे छे धणी धणी मुरलियो वागे छे तरणे तरनो मेळो जाम्यो जाम्यो रे रास ने हूडो तरणे तरनो मेळो जाम्यो जाम्यो रे रास ने हूडो हाल गोरी हाल मारी हारे गोरी हाल जई रूडो रमिए हूडो रूडो रमिए हूडो
Here we are celebrating 100 years of this great institution and its contribution to our city. It was only possible because of that one heroic woman, Venerable Mother Veronica, who answered calls within the calls, anchored onto God alone in all her decisions, and firmly believing in her principles that have given rise for our celebration today. She is indeed a new star for all of us to follow as Mount Carmel School enters into the next century. We, the Carmel fraternity, salute our foundress, Mother Veronica, for her heroism. Her legacy of education, of love, and other works of compassion will continue in the new era.
A new star is risen from the ocean. Veronica is her name. To joy
Dear friends, 152 years have gone by since I was instrumental in establishing a Carmel for the missions. I have experienced good and evil, joy and sorrow, peace and strife. Through it all, I have come out with God's help. I would like you too to face life's challenges in a calm and fruitful way because He is always walking with you. God alone suffices.
Keeping Mother Veronica as our role model, let us follow her teachings in our life. Life is full of challenges, trials and tribulations, positive and negative moments. But let us strive to carry forward this legacy of faith and fortitude and hold on to it in all circumstances with every person we meet, be it our home or at our workplace or at every moment of our life. Thank you, dear students, for reminding us to illuminate the life of others, just like Mother Veronica, our shining star.
Mount Carmel School, Navrangpura has reached this milestone, and each one of you has been a part of creating this history. It has been a source of inspiration and a house of honor to all who have been associated with it throughout this journey. This institution has grown by leaps and bounds in all these years. We have among us a person with great experience, also an ex-Carmelite who has been teaching in our school for more than 25 years. She has witnessed the ups and downs, successes and failures of the school. May I now invite Miss Baishakhi Ray Chaudhary, who will take us down memory lane of these past 10 decades.
Good evening and a very warm welcome to you once again. Today, as we celebrate the centenary of Mount Carmel Convent and School, we look back and reflect with a deep sense of fulfillment. Fulfillment because through all those milestones, struggles, sacrifices, and hard work, we have been able to uphold the vision of the great personalities which has made this institution see its heights of glory. As I take you through the history of our school and convent, let us embrace this historic moment with pride. This moment has been possible because a tiny seed was sown in Bayonne in 1868 by Venerable Mother Veronica, the foundress of the Apostolic Carmel. It was then planted in Mangalore, and over the years, the little sapling grew into a resplendent tree with its deep roots and sprawling branches. These branches spread far and wide across India and abroad through our faith and fortitude, and with the continuous protection and intercession of Our Lady of Mount Carmel. In the year 1915, during World War I, the German sisters who were running a little school in Ahmedabad were compelled to leave. Hence, Bishop Alban Goodyear, SJ, invited the Sisters of the Apostolic Carmel from Mangalore to redeem the old prestige of the school. On 18th January 1923, 100 years ago, Mother Helvetia, the then Superior General, set foot on Gujarat to realize this dream. With her wide outlook and a sharp judgment of character, she, along with her pioneering band of 3 sisters, Sister Mercedes, Sister Marianne, and Sister Angelica, ventured into the deep, braving all odds, including an uncertain future. 100 students due to the excellence achieved in educational, religious, and social sphere. This required a larger space, leading to the shifting of premises from Mirzapur to a little larger location at Shahibag in 1935. The vertical growth continued, and on 25th April 1938, the sisters finally identified the location in Navrangpura, and Sister Carola took possession of the land that was purchased. A large-hearted millionaire, Peston Shah Vakil, lent an adequate amount of money for the construction that enabled them to lay the foundation stone on 10th April 1939 by Father Villalonga. By the grace of God, this temple of learning was completed and was inaugurated by Her Excellency Lady Lumley, wife of the then Governor of Mumbai, on 21st December 1939. In January 1948, the school celebrated its Silver Jubilee. In 1949, the primary section took up a new building, Sunbeam, at Kanpur. On 1st March 1952, the school started with KG and standards 1 to 3. At the Navrangpura premises, the annex block, an extension of the new building, was erected during the tenure of Sister Zena in 1958. Sister Bernard got the 3rd floor built in 1963. Carmel Court came into existence in 1964. In 1973, the school celebrated its Golden Jubilee. Sister Maria Rosa was instrumental in setting up the first computer unit of the school with the support of parents in 1987. The foundation stone to the higher secondary block was laid by Bishop Stanislaus S.J. on 17th October 1991. Thereafter, Arts and Commerce stream were introduced by Sister Flavia Dias in June 1992. The school faced a serious setback due to the buckling down of the walls on the ground floor, especially those of the school hall. Renovation work was commenced under the able guidance of Sister Josina. The basketball court came up in 1995-96. The school has become state champions in basketball due to the continual efforts and hard work by Sir David Colasso. No sooner did we survive the first setback, the catastrophic earthquake struck and shook the very roots of our building. Sister Margaret Angela, Sister Vimla Paul, other sisters and the entire staff did a commendable job to bring solace to the affected families. Mount Carmel has witnessed its moments of glory too. Several dignitaries like Shri Gulzari Lal Nanda, the reigning monarch of England, Queen Elizabeth II, and the late Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Philip, also our former Prime Ministers Jawaharlal Nehru and Srimati Indira Gandhi visited our great institution. Owing to the commendable work of the dedicated sisters, enthusiastic staff, interested students, and loyal parents, the school was conferred the best school in Ahmedabad city, awarded by the government of Gujarat. In 2007-2008, during the tenure of Sister Priscilla Lobo. In 2012, Sister Jennifer, with the assistance of Sister Veronica and Sister Humbeline, started the clubs, that is, Science Club, Eco Club, Social Service Club, GK Club, Math Club, Literature Club, and Girl Guides to enhance students' skills. The school management and the staff initiated 3 projects in view of the centenary year under the leadership of Sister Renuka. The first project, titled Unnati Ki Aur, wherein 36 girls were admitted from the economically backward families into the mainstream of education in Standard 9 Gujarati medium. To get them in power with the rest, they were provided an additional coaching in all subjects and all the other basic requirements to bring about changes in their personal and family lives with the support of the staff and students. The second project was to offer computer and spoken English classes to the underprivileged citizens. Constant monitoring is done to see that they complete the certification course organized by government examination, that is GCTI, Gujarat Computer Training Institute. The third project was to visit the observation home at Kanpur. This initiative was taken to provide the inmates with a glimpse of a better life. When we were in the midst of planning for our centenary celebrations, we faced the third setback. COVID-19 struck the world, but the spirit was indomitable, and the school found ways and means to best counter the pandemic and took initiatives like venturing into online teaching. In February 2022, inauguration of the centenary celebration commenced. The management, along with its staff and students, have touched lives through different social activities in its year-long program. Thousands of young girls have passed out of this great institution, and many Carmelites have excelled in different fields because of committed efforts of the sisters, teachers, and workers. Today, they are the leaders in their families, in the country, and in the world at large. With a deep sense of joy and satisfaction, I, on behalf of the management, sisters, teachers, students, and parents, offer our thanksgiving to our patroness, Our Lady of Mount Carmel, without whose blessings and protection we could never imagine accomplishing a centenary, and to our holy foundress, Venerable Mother Veronica, an epitome of faith and fortitude, who enables us to emulate her virtues in our lives forevermore. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, ma'am. We are all mesmerized looking at the glorious history of these past years. The world is full of diamonds and gems, and we have some of them here among us today. I'm extremely delighted to introduce our esteemed guests to all of you. May I now invite our esteemed dignitaries to kindly come up on stage. May I request our director and manager, Sister Renuka, and our in-charge principal, Ms. Shalini Bharadwaj, to escort them. Our honorable chief guest, Ms. Shalini Duhan. Most Reverend Emeritus Archbishop Stanislaus Fernandez. Let us greet them with a huge round of applause. Most Reverend Bishop Ratnaswamy, our Provincial Superior, Reverend Sister Maria Christie, Reverend Father Durai Fernand, our District Education Officer, Shri Rohit Chaudhary. Let us welcome our guests with a huge round of applause. On behalf of the management, staff, and students, I consider it a great honor to welcome our honorable chief guest, Ms. Shalini Duhan, IAS officer. She comes from a small village in Panipat district of Haryana and has really worked hard to reach this position. She has cleared UPSC 3 times and got selected in the IRS and IPS before joining the IAS with All India rank 21. Earlier, she has worked as the District Development Officer, Gandhinagar, and currently she is the Commissioner of Schools in Gujarat. It's our privilege and honor to have you with us, ma'am. May I now request Reverend Sister Maria Christie to honor Ms. Shalini Duhan on this auspicious occasion. May I now request our District Education Officer, Shri Rohit Chaudhary, to greet Ms. Duhan. May I now request our District Education Officer to greet Ms. Duhan. Thank you for doing the honors. May I now invite Ms. Shalini Duhan to address our gathering. Ma'am.
Reverend Ratna Swamiji, Bishop Diocese of Ahmedabad, Sister Maria Christie, Father Durai Fernando, other fathers, sisters, all the teachers, ex-teachers, all the staff, management, all the students present here. It's an honor and it's a privilege for me to be joining you in celebrating the centennial ceremony of Mount Carmel School. if I look back 100 years ago and imagine the time and the heroic women, Venerable Mother Veronica and all the sisters afterwards, the vision they had and they could think about the importance of the girls' education. Even at that time, I think they were ahead of their times. Educating girls and empowering girls, I think it is not just an empowerment of the girl itself, it's an empowerment of the entire family, entire society. And so many thousands of girls have, passed out of this school and they are contributing in different fields. Many must have become doctors, engineers, lawyers, civil servants, and they all have contributed, must be contributing immensely in their professional fields. And I think if girls are given equal opportunity of education, they have the capability to reach their true potential. I think education is it's a great equalizer, and they are fully capable of becoming financially independent, can take their decisions on their own. If I talk about the student life, I think this is that part of life where if the student has worked really hard, is able to develop those kind of values, that kind of discipline, that kind of behavior, I think the rest of the life, the later years of life, they are more or less sorted. They are settled in terms of a stable career or in terms of professional achievement or success. From my personal experience, if I am to say what have been my learnings, or what can I, if before I leave from this place, what can I contribute to this program today, is that if I am to say those 3 mantras, one would be that always have a dream or a aim, a goal, and always believe that you can do it. And number 2, that there are no shortcuts, only through hard work you can achieve that goal. You will need a lot of discipline, perseverance to achieve that goal. And I think number 3, which is the most important, is that failure, it's not the opposite thing of the success, but I think it's a part of success. It is going to be there. If you stumble, don't be discouraged, don't be disheartened, but take it in your stride, learn from that, improve upon that. And even if you are not able to achieve that goal which you had set your mind on, even if you land somewhere nearby, I think it will be a great achievement. It will be a life lived worthy, life lived well, because at the end of the day, trying is what matters, that you have tried. So have a goal or a dream, work hard, and keep trying. With that thought, my best wishes to all the students, and gratitude to all the teachers who have transformed so many girls' lives. Thank you so much. It's an honor for me to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Yes, indeed, there is no shortcut to success, and hard work is the key that our girls must remember. It is my honor and privilege to extend a very warm and hearty welcome to His Excellency, Most Reverend Archbishop Emeritus Stanislaus Fernandez. Since God could not be everywhere, He sent down to us a person like His grace for the underprivileged, a great administrator, a man of distinct vision, and a fountainhead of illuminating ideas. His Excellency Archbishop Emeritus Stanislaus Fernandez is an inspiration to all of us. At present, he is the Apostolic Administrator, Diocese of Baroda. Thank you once again, Your Grace, for gracing today's occasion. May I now invite Reverend Father Durai to honor His Excellency, Most Reverend Archbishop Emeritus Stanislaus Fernandez. Let us have a huge round of applause. Thank you, Father, for doing the honors.
May I now welcome our distinguished guest, His Excellency, Most Reverend Bishop Ratnaswamy, Diocese of Ahmedabad. You have motivated us by being a living example of kindness and selfless service to our society. After completing his studies in Rome, he returned to the diocese and was appointed as the rector of the seminarians at Shraddha in Ahmedabad in 1998. In 2018, he was announced the bishop-elect for the Diocese of Ahmedabad. He has always found time to reach out to people, always eager to help, and is a man of great understanding. His unassuming nature takes people by surprise. His Excellency has always supported our school immensely. We thank you, Your Excellency, for your gracious presence in joining us today. May I now invite our Director and Manager, Sister Renuka, to honor His Grace, Most Reverend Bishop Ratnaswamy. Let us give him a round of applause. May I now invite His Excellency, Most Reverend Bishop Ratnaswamy, to address our gathering.
Dear and respected Salini Ma'am, the Commissioner of Schools, Gujarat, dear R.M. Chaudhary Sir, the District Education Officer, Ahmedabad, dear Archbishop Stanislas, dear Sister Maria Christi, dear Father Durai, dear Sister Renuka, another Salini is there, dear Salini Ma'am, the principal of the school, and all the teachers, present teachers, those who already taught and continue to teach through your life, and all the students, their parents, and all the guests. First of all, I congratulate Sister Renuka, Salini Ma'am, all the teachers and students and their well-wishers. Congratulations to you for the celebration of the centenary of the school. 100 years of committed service in the field of education, not easy. Mount Carmel School is known for imparting quality education. Quality education is one that helps the students not only to pass the board exam, but to pass the exam of life. Passing the board exam is not easy, it's tough. As the Commissioner of Schools, respected Salini Ma'am said, we need a dream, vision. There is no shortcut, we need hard work. That's true. But much more difficult is to pass the exam of life. Because in life, we have not only good forces, but also forces of evil. And very often, these forces of good and evil are mixed. And very difficult to recognize and identify which are the forces of evil and which are the forces of good. It was very well portrayed in the skit on Mother Veronica. At the very beginning, there are forces of good and evil trying to dominate. And even in the life of Mother Veronica, She was called Sophie. Sophie means Greek wisdom. She was a wise person. Yet she had to face both the forces, good and evil. Both the forces trying to overpower her. However, with the power of God, with the wisdom of God, she was able to recognize what was good and choose it, and to avoid what was evil. So that was the main victory. You know, sometimes we may be able to do a lot of studies and pass many exams, but suppose we are not able to recognize what is good, what is evil, and to choose what is good and to avoid what is evil, then we fail in the exam of life. And I'm happy that Mount Carmel School imparts quality education that not only caters to the mental development of the children, but also the spiritual development of the children. Because how to discern, we saw the word discern, recognize what is good, what is evil, and choose what is good. Ultimately, it is the wisdom given by the Almighty. We all agree with that, isn't it? Without the wisdom given by the Almighty God, we cannot really know what is good and what is evil, and we cannot make the right choice, right decision. And Mother Veronica was open to the inspiration of the Almighty God, and she was able to recognize what was good and choose it, and she wanted to do good, and she was ready to sacrifice, let go her own home, Europe, and come to India, and she did a lot of good. She was the visionary figure behind Mount Carmel School, and later on taken up by Mother Aloysia and the other pioneers. Then 100 years of committed service by so many sisters, so many teachers, and certainly so many people who cooperated with them, the well-wishers. Because of all your contribution, today we have a wonderful school, Mount Carmel School, that has been imparting quality education. And at this moment, I once again congratulate Mount Carmel and the management, the principal, the teachers, the other non-teaching staff. They're also important, and the students, the parents, all their well-wishers. A very, very meaningful and beautiful celebration of the centenary of Mount Carmel School, and may the patroness of the school, that is Our Lady, Mary of Mount Carmel, Our Lady of Mount Carmel, it is under her protection, it is under her guidance that the sisters, the staff have been doing so well all these years. And I pray that under the protection of Our Lady of Mount Carmel, this school, Mount Carmel School, continue to impart quality education. It can enhance the students not only mentally, not only physically, but also spiritually, and prepare them not only pass in the board exam, but to pass in the exam of life. God bless you. Thank you.
There are forces of good and evil all around us. We have to learn to face both in life. Indeed, we have to make the right choice and choose good over evil. Thank you, His Excellency, for your kind words. Humble, compassionate, an eager learner, and a visionary. These words very aptly describe Sister Maria Christie, who has put in 32 years of teaching at various institutions of the Apostolic Carmel congregation. I consider it a great honor to welcome and introduce Reverend Sister Maria Christie. The well-being of students, especially the underprivileged, staff and community has always been Sister's priority. At present, from March 2022, Sister Maria Christie is the Provincial Superior of the Western Province. Thank you so much, Sister, for being with us today. May I call upon Ms. Shalini Bharadwaj, our in-charge principal, to honor Reverend Sister Maria Christie. Let us greet them with a huge round of applause. Thank you, ma'am, for doing the honors. May I request Reverend Sister Maria Christie to inspire all of us with her kind words.
It is not joy that makes us grateful. It is gratitude that makes us joyful. Warm greetings and joy-filled New Year 2023. Most Reverend Bishop Ratnaswamy, Emeritus Archbishop Stanislaw, Mrs. Shalini Duha, the Commissioner of Schools Gujarat, Father Durai Fernando S.J., Provincial Superior of the Jesuit Fathers of Gujarat, dear Sir and dear Madam, all priests, sisters, staff members, students, parents, well-wishers and benefactors. This is the moment which will go down in history as a landmark to remember and cherish, as each one of us are privileged to be part of this auspicious evening. The celebration of the centenary of Mount Carmel Convent and School adds greater enthusiasm as it coincides with the birth bicentenary of our beloved foundress, Venerable Mother Veronica. The journey has been very challenging, but we could make it only because of God's graciousness and blessings on our every endeavor. We sincerely offer our gratitude to late Right Reverend Alban Goodyear S.J., the then Archbishop of Bombay, and our beloved Reverend Mother Elvisha, who were God's instrument in our mission of education here in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Looking at the present scenario around us, it is very important to take a close look at the role schools and all its stakeholders can play in showing the children the right path in life. Focus on academic excellence in a competitive world is important, but it is equally important to instill spiritual, ethnic, moral, patriotic values to help students become ideal human beings. When our Reverend Mother Aloysius and her companion pioneers stepped into our first abode on January 18, 1923, the first sentence was, "My God, we are happy here. Nothing about us is attractive but the chapel, from where they drew their strength." We are grateful to the diocesan fathers of Mirzapur and the Jesuit fathers who have always shown keen interest in the well-being of the ACs. This is amply clear in their generosity towards us even today as we celebrate the centenary in their campus. I pray for God's abundant blessings on all those who have worked with zest to make the school what it is today. All the managers, especially our sisters who are present here, Sisters Humbeline and Meena. Principals, Sisters Priscilla Lobo, Jennifer Gomes, and Renuka. Staff members, both teaching and non-teaching, alumni, well-wishers and benefactors. May we all realize our responsibility of building a better world where all can live together in peace and harmony among themselves and with the environment. May every day begin with a gentle ray of hope, be filled with moments of love, and end with a soft note of peace. Thank you and God bless you always.
It is gratitude that makes us joyful. Thank you, Reverend Sister, for the wonderful message and for your inspiring words. I feel deeply honored to introduce and welcome Reverend Father Durai Fernand. He hails from the southern state of India, Tamil Nadu, a gem of a person and highly dedicated to his work, a good human being and a great leader. He has been the principal of St. Xavier's School, Loyola Hall, Ahmedabad for 16 years and St. Xavier's School, Gandhinagar for 3 years. He has been the coordinator of the Jesuit alumni in Gujarat for 11 years. Currently, he is the provincial superior for the Society of Jesus for the Gujarat province. Thank you so much, Reverend Father, for gracing this event. I now request our higher secondary coordinator, Mr. Chirag Shah, to honor Reverend Father Durai on this wonderful day. Let us welcome Father with a huge round of applause. Thank you, sir, for doing the honors. May I call upon our in-charge principal, Ms. Shalini, for introducing our district education officer, Shri Rohit Chaudhary.
A very good evening to everyone present here. मिस्टर रोहित चौधरी का नाम ही काफ़ी है क्योंकि उनमें इतनी दूरदर्शिता है. The far-sightedness and the words that he touches to the students, teachers, and to the district education people is something worth praising. We have met him twice, once in our sports day and one another day when we met as principals of the school. And sir, I would like to tell you कि उम्र का कोई सीमा नहीं है जब शब्दों में उड़ान है और वो आपके लिए बिल्कुल एप्ट और अप्रोप्रिएट है. We are all very blessed. We are all happy that we have a young district education officer who has a great vision for the Ahmedabad city. And sir, we wish you all the best, that in your tenure, Ahmedabad rises to the skies. Thank you.
अब वक्त आ गया है कि हम हमारे बीते हुए 100 वर्षों के रंगीन यादों के प्रतिरूप सुविनियर आपके समक्ष प्रस्तुत करें। और इसकी प्रस्तुति की उद्घोषणा करते हुए मैं खुद को अत्यंत हर्षित महसूस कर रही हूँ, जो हमें गुजरे लम्हों की याद दिलाएगा। ये वो लम्हे हैं जिन्हें खोने के दुख से कहीं ज़्यादा उनके पास होने का सुख था। तो चलिए सुविनियर को उनके हकदार तक पहुंचाया जाए, जिसके निर्माण में जहां छात्रों की मेहनत के रंग हैं, वहीं शिक्षकों के दिशा निर्देशन तथा प्रिंटिंग कलाकारों के योगदान भी अद्भुत एवं अद्वितीय है। साथ ही साथ हार्दिक आभार एडिटोरियल बोर्ड के उन सदस्यों को भी जिन्होंने बिना थके बिना रुके मिस नाजिया पटेल, जो कि एक्स कार्मेलाइट भी हैं, के दिशा निर्देशन में पूरी तन्मयता के साथ सुविनियर के निरूपण में अहम भूमिका निभाई है। अब इस सेंटिनरी सुविनियर के रिलीज के लिए मैं आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगी मिस शालिनी दुहान के साथ हमारे प्रोविंशियल सुपीरियर रेवरेंड सिस्टर मरिया क्रिस्टी को। सिस्टर सुविनियर आप सब स्टेज पे आए आगे। सुविनियर रिलीज का वक्त है, तालियां तो बनती हैं ना, क्योंकि ये क्षण हमारे लिए बहुत खास है।
Thank you once again to all our invited guests, esteemed dignitaries, for joining us for this wonderful occasion. May I now request our esteemed dignitaries to kindly go down and take their places. We are blessed with the presence of many guest sisters who have traveled from different parts of India to join us for this special celebration. May I request the sisters to kindly come forward as I introduce you to the audience. We are happy to welcome Sister Priscilla Lobo, who is there with us today. She has served as the principal of Mount Carmel Gandhinagar. Thereafter, she has worked as the principal of this institution for 5 years. Sister Priscilla is hardworking, methodical, and goal-oriented in her approach. She worked tirelessly for the well-being of the students and the society. During her tenure, Mount Carmel Navrangpura secured the Best School Award. Thank you, Sister, for joining us for this celebration. We are blessed with the presence of Sister Humbeline, who was the former superior and manager of this school. She has worked in Gujarat for several years. Cheerful, lively, and always a joy giver, she aims to bring a smile to every person she meets. We are happy to see you after so many years. It gives me immense joy to welcome Sister Dorita, a woman of few words, quiet worker, unassuming and prayerful. She enjoys the company of little children, and she was in charge of the pre-primary section of this institution for 4 years. It is wonderful to see you again, Sister. We are happy to have with us Sister Monica today. She is meticulous, efficient in her work, a sister always on the move. Precision and accuracy are her key features. She was also the former member of the management of our school. We welcome Sister Diana in our midst, a diligent worker and a jovial person, a former staff member who worked with us. She is today the headmistress of Mount Carmel Navrangpura. Mount Carmel Nagpur. Thank you, Sister, for being with us today.
are blessed with the presence of many teachers who have worked in this great institution and have made it what it is today. We are delighted to have you with us today. May I welcome all our former staff members without who Carmel would not have soared great heights. May I request you to kindly come forward as your name is called out. Miss Sylvia Fernandez. Miss Meera Rao, Miss Sakina Contractor, Miss Preeti Sharma, Miss Kiran Walia, Miss Jyoti Sisodia, Miss Jennifer Cordero, Miss Margaret Nambiar, let the thunderous applause continue. It is because of them we are able to express ourselves creatively today. Miss Prakash Gupta, Miss Monica McWan, Miss Ashrumati Kumar, Miss Maya Parmar. Thank you, teachers, for making the learning of languages so fun-filled. Miss Raj Sahai, Miss Padmini Rajamani, who has come specially from Chennai for this special occasion. Miss Savitri Rajaram, Miss Anita De, Miss Sarla Kimuthi, Miss Poonam Sharma, Miss Dipti Shah, Miss Reshma Karna. Let us give them a huge round of applause. It is because of them that juggling with numbers has been made easy and hence has made us fearless towards numbers. Miss Sushila Patel.
From the early morning to the setting of the sun, you look for creative ways to make our learning fun. Thank you, teachers, thank you.
Miss Rehana Karaka.
Best is true. Take a bow, we thank you now for
Let's give them a huge round of applause for the meticulous work they have done throughout these years. Mr. Salim Malik.
caring, though we're driving you insane. Thanks so much for sharing all that knowledge in your brain.
Mr. Mohammad Yusuf Kansara.
Thank you. You're the best, it's true.
Mr. Ratilal Parmar.
Thank you now for everything you do.
Let us give them a huge round of applause. It is because of them that the school has been preserved as a temple of education.
Thank you. Thank you, teachers, thank you. You're the best, it's true. Take a bow, we thank you now for everything you do.
The selfless service rendered by all of you has helped Mount Carmel School complete this glorious 100 years. You are the strong foundation of our school, and we are forever indebted to you.
We owe our heartfelt gratitude and sincere thanks to all those who have stood by us and have supported Mount Carmel. Our sincere thanks to our collaborators of the school, Narsim Hussain Abbas Ashraf Hussain, Narsim Muhammad Raza Ashraf Hussain, Narsim Ashraf Hussain, Karam Hussain, Narsim Muhammad Rizwan Ashraf Hussain. A special token of thanks to Ms. Dipti Rajesh Patel, Raj International, Mr. Malhar Prabhat Bhai Desai, Ms. Aiza Hokaba, Ms. Sarah Chippa, JG University Trustee, Mr. Joseph Matthew. We express our deep gratitude to Sales India Private Limited, St. Xavier School, Hansol, Ms. Mamta Verma, an ex-teacher of our school, Mr. Girish Sumanlal Shah, Navneet Education Limited, Mr. Francis Correa, Shalby Home Care, Cabra Jewels Private Limited, Ms. Alicia Sheikh, Mr. Binoy Joseph. A big thank you to St. Xavier's High School, Mirzapur, St. Xavier's School, Loyola Hall, Hotel Hostin, Miss Rebecca David Colasso, Miss Umeman Sayyed, Miss Riddhi Patel, Mr. Pramesh Doshi, Miss Ditya Chauhan, Rajesh Chemist, JC Publication, Mr. Vishal Meni, Akash Educational Services, Miss Amina Kamil Memin, Miss Amira Mali, Miss Shreya Annie Mary Simpson, an ex-Carmelite, Miss Tanzila Sheikh, Mr. Sunil Bharadwaj, Rangwala Tausif Harun Bhai. Our sincere thanks to Miss Riddhi Bhaumik Shah, the Xavier Kelamni Mandal Private Limited, Gandhi Sakhal Chand Chunilal PM Publishers, Mr. Rajkumar Asudani, ANJ Multibiz Private Limited, Black and White Sports Foundation, HG Developers. Once again, a very heartfelt big thank you to all our collaborators.
The father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi, has rightly said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." One such person was our founder, Mother Veronica, who had this vision of bringing about a change in the education system of the girl child and dedicated her life to fulfill this vision. For the past 100 years, we at Mount Carmel School have continued to bring about a revolutionary change in the lives of millions of girls. So come, let us witness our students raising their voices in unity to bring about a change in our society.
आजादी के विषय पर 2 पंक्तियां अर्ज की है। शुक्रिया शुक्रिया। तो सुनिए, मर मिटेंगे दीवाने आजादी के नाम पर।
नहीं नहीं भैया, बात तो कुछ और है जो तुम्हें पता नहीं। भूल तो इंसान की है, उसमें तुम्हारी कथा नहीं।
भारत आजाद हुआ, चारों तरफ खुशहाली थी। आज हम किसी के गुलाम नहीं और ना ही कोई हमारा मालिक है। सही बोला। पर ये क्या? भ्रष्टाचार। क्या इसी दिन के लिए हमने आजादी मांगी थी? बिल्कुल नहीं। नमस्ते भाई साहब, मेरा काम तो हो गया है ना? हो जाएगा। पहले मिठाई तो खिलाइए, थोड़ा मुंह तो मीठा कराइए। सर मिठाई? अरे वही जिसके बिना कोई काम आगे बढ़ता ही नहीं। अच्छा मिठाई। हाँ भाई साहब, मिठाई तो मैं लेकर आया हूँ। 2 पेटी है, चलेगा? 2 पेटी? अरे 2 पेटी मतलब 2 लाख। हाँ दे दो, चलेगा। देखो क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पर। तो मेरा काम कब तक होगा? हो जाएगा। तुम कल आओ, कल देखते हैं। शुक्रिया। तो देखा आप सबने, इस देश में 2 भारत बसते हैं। एक वो भारत जो अभी भी अपनी आजादी की लड़ाई लड़ रहा है, और एक वो भारत जो अपना नाम रोशन करने जा रहा है। आप जवाब दें, आप किस भारत में रहते हैं? भारत को स्वतंत्र और स्वच्छ रखने की जिम्मेदारी हमारी है। क्या आप सब हमारे साथ हैं? हाँ हैं। ये तो थी पैसों की बोली। आखिर पैसों से क्या कुछ नहीं हो सकता। 1 मिनट। ओह, कितने मैसेजेस आ रहे हैं। हाँ, तो मैं उसी की तो बात कर रही हूँ, जिसके बिना ना तो आप लोग रह सकते हो और ना ही मैं रह सकती हूँ। सोशल मीडिया महाशय। तो आइए देखते हैं कि सोशल मीडिया क्या बोलता है और उसका प्रभाव बच्चों पर क्या है। आखिर चाय और कॉफी के बाद व्हाट्सएप और फेसबुक की तो दुनिया है, जिसके बिना हमारी नींद ही नहीं खुलती।
मैं हूँ व्हाट्सएप। पूरा दिन लोग मुझे चलाए बिना रह ही नहीं सकते, फिर चाहे वो बच्चे हो या फिर बूढ़े। क्या आप लोग चलाए बिना रह सकते हैं? नहीं।
लोग मेरी वजह से पागल हो चुके हैं। हर ट्रेंड मुझसे ही तो शुरू होता है, चाहे फिर वो श्रीवल्ली हो या कुछ और। मेरे कमेंट्स के चमत्कार से लोग मेरी उंगलियों पर नाचते हैं।
सही बोला। त्रिशा, त्रिशा, खाना लग गया है, कब से बुला रही हूँ, कहाँ हो तुम? हाँ मम्मी, मैं आ रही हूँ। लाओ, मुझे दो, दिन भर फोन पे चैट करती रहती हो, खाना तो खा लो। नहीं मम्मी, मुझे खाना नहीं खाना, मुझे फोन चाहिए, फोन दो मुझे। नहीं, पहले खाना खाओ, बाद में फोन। मैं खाना नहीं खाऊंगी। क्या हो रहा है इधर? घर में आज इतना शोर क्यों है? देखो ना पापा, मम्मी ने फोन ले लिया। ये मेरी कुछ सुनती ही नहीं, दिन भर फोन पे चैट करती रहती है। अरे कोई बात नहीं, फोन दे दो, वो खाना खा लेगी ना। हाँ हाँ, लो पकड़ो, पापा की लाडली, मेरा तो कुछ सुनना ही नहीं है। कोई बात नहीं, वो छोटी है, बड़ी होके समझ जाएगी।
क्या आपको लगता है कि इनकी लाडली बड़ी होकर सुनेगी? मुझे तो ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं लगता। मुझे तो लगता है कि सोशल मीडिया इसके दिलो दिमाग पर छा जाएगा, या फिर शायद पता नहीं क्या होगा।
ये क्या, हमारे समाज को हमने किस तरह से बांट दिया है, गुणों में लड़कों के बराबर होते हुए भी, या शायद उनसे आगे होते हुए भी। क्यों हमेशा ये एहसास कराया जाता है कि तू लड़की है, तुझे सिर्फ घर ही संभालना है, शादी की उम्र हो गई है, तू ये नहीं कर सकती, तू वो नहीं कर सकती, जैसे हमारा तो कोई वजूद ही नहीं, जबकि हमारे वजूद के बिना तो कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता, जबकि हमारे वजूद के बिना तो कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता।
हताश है, तू चल, तेरे वजूद की समय को भी तलाश है, समय को भी तलाश है। जो तुझसे लिपटी बेड़ियां, समझना इनको वस्त्र तू, जो तुझसे लिपटी बेड़ियां, समझना इनको वस्त्र तू। ये बेड़ियां पिघाल के
बना ले इनको शस्त्र तू, बना ले इनको शस्त्र तू। चरित्र जब पवित्र है तो क्यों है ये दशा तेरी? ये पापियों को हक नहीं कि ले परीक्षा तेरी, कि ले परीक्षा तेरी। तू खुद की खोज में निकल, तू किस लिए हताश है? तू खुद की खोज में निकल, तू किस लिए हताश है? तू किस लिए हताश है?
स्वर अनेक, विचार एक। विचारों की यही एकता हमें एक स्वस्थ समाज की ओर ले जाएगा। इसी बात को बड़े ही खूबसूरत ढंग से इस नाटक के द्वारा व्यक्त करने के लिए आप सभी का धन्यवाद। स्वस्थ समाज की बातें तो हमने कर ली, पर इसके लिए एक ठोस आधार स्तंभ भी चाहिए, और वो है हमारा पर्यावरण। तो चलिए इसे स्वस्थ रखने के लिए क्रंदन करती हुई अपनी धरती माता का रक्षण करें। बदले हम तस्वीर जहाँ की सुंदर सा एक दृश्य बनाएं, सब तक ये संदेश पहुँचाएं कि आओ हम सब मिलकर पर्यावरण बचाएं, क्योंकि our planet is our future.
to wise up. We need to open our eyes and do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future, and we need to start right now. Hey! 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 We're on a planet that has a problem. We need to solve it, get involved and do it now, now, now. We need to build a better future, and we need to start right now. We need to build a better future, and we need to start right now.
Thank you, dear students, for addressing the need of the hour. Let us vouch to preserve and nurture Mother Earth, who sustains us, and let us leave behind a beautiful planet for our future generations. Living in a state of gratitude is the gateway to grace. May I take this opportunity to invite Sister Shefali to propose the vote of thanks.
The evening of this memorable day, the 7th of January 2023, brings to a close the year-long centenary celebrations. Before bidding you goodbye, I, Sister Shefali, on behalf of the management, staff, and students, take this opportunity to convey my heartfelt gratitude to the Almighty, whose guidance and protection has always been with us. I thank all those who are present here to share this joyous moment with us. The distinguished dignitaries, reverend fathers and sisters, ex-teachers, benefactors, and our students' parents. The kind and motivational words of Reverend Bishop Ratnaswamy mean a lot to us. We are grateful for his august presence. We are indebted to you, Mrs. Shalini Duhan, for your gracious presence and motivational words. Thank you for giving up your personal commitment in order to be with us this evening. The message of Reverend Sister Maria Christie was very inspiring and encouraging. Thank you, Sister, for uplifting our spirit. Our sincere thanks to all the donors towards the centenary souvenir, which will go a long way for the good cause of our institution. We are deeply indebted to Father Francis, the manager of Loyola School, for facilitating the centenary event by making available this wonderful place and infrastructure. Our big thanks to our ex-Carmelites, especially Mrs. Nazia Patel, who has worked tirelessly and diligently in preparing the centenary souvenir, Ms. Malika, who composed the centenary anthem, and Ms. Andrea Fernandez for setting the centenary anthem and other related songs to music for this occasion. Our hearty thanks to our sisters of Gujarat region for their presence and support. We thank the souvenir printer, Mr. Prerak Patel, who has created fabulous pages with his creative mind. Our gratitude to Mr. Justin Fonseca for his ever-ready support to make our school functions melodious on the keyboard with our choir. Thanks to Mr. Vishal of Kunal Restaurant and his staff for their good catering services. Mr. Anthony for lights. Rupesh Pai for sound system. Mr. Kautuk for the LED photography and live telecast on YouTube. Mr. Bastawala for decorating and beautifying the hall, and to all those wonderful people who have worked hard to make this event a memorable one. Last but not the least, thanks to our teaching and support staff for their committed services all through the year, and our students and to their parents for their presence and encouragement. A big thank you to all of you for being a part of our celebration this evening. And who have I missed out? The source of all energy, planning, and a person with creative idea. And that is none other than our director and manager, Sister Maria Renuka. Thank you, sister, for this great show. Stay blessed always. Let us give her a round of applause. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Sister Shefali. Life is a celebration of joy, happiness, and laughter. Let us bask in the glory of each new day, being thankful to God in every situation. We have every reason to celebrate and be joyous today as we mark the closure of the 100 glorious years. With joy in our hearts and gratitude in our minds, we dance with a sense of accomplishment that Mount Carmel School has achieved. On the stage, the school band is gearing up for the next performance. On the keyboard, we have Angi Jain and Janelle D'Souza. On the guitar, Tirath Shrimali, Nidhi Vanshal, and Dhruvi Parikh. On the violin, we have Drishti Prajapati and Pearl Christian. The school band represents the talent that the school has nurtured in these past years. Now our hearts are hopeful as we celebrate the essence of life. So come, let's celebrate with them.
Bells ring, jingle bells ring. Let's celebrate and sing the glory of Mount Carmel. Jingle bells ring, jingle bells ring. Let's celebrate and sing the glory of Mount Carmel. Let's do the merry dance with the bells and drum rolls too. Carmel stood for 100 years and continues to hold by on.
That was a wonderful performance. Thank you, dear students. There is a surprise for someone special, so I request the students to wait patiently for the anthem. May I call upon Sister Alka to introduce the surprise element of the show.
The key to success is to focus on goals, not obstacles. And the success of today's event shows the efforts of the mind who thought of it first. The centenary closing ceremony this day was carefully planned and executed by none other than our director and manager of Mount Carmel School, dear Sister Renuka. We thank God for her. We thank God for her and the vision and mission she has for the school and for the holistic development of each student, for all her guidance and inspiration round the year for the centenary celebrations, and to make today so special for all at Carmel. May I request our dear Sister Renuka to kindly come up on the stage. May I also now call upon our Provincial Superior, Sister Maria Christi, to honor Sister Renuka on this special day. કાર્યક્રમમાં જેનો સિંહ ફાળો છે એવા સિસ્ટર રેણુકાનો હૃદયપૂર્વક આભાર માનીએ છીએ. એમણે આપણે સૌ તાળીઓના ગળગળાટથી વધાવી લઈએ. Go in the center. Thank you, Sister Maria Christi. Thank you, Sister Renuka.
Music is the heart of life. To inspire, to encourage, and to create bonds is the main reason for having an anthem. The centenary anthem reflects the goal of our school, its values, and its motto. Imparting education with love has been the vision of Mount Carmel School for these 10 decades. Here are our students with their melodious voices to pay a tribute to this great institution, Mount Carmel School.
We take Carmel to its height, and with jubilant hearts, we dream of 100 more glorious years. Long live Mount Carmel School.
Look who we are the dreamers, we make it happen, guess we believe it. Look who we are the dreamers, we make it happen, cause we can see it. Here's to the ones that keep the passion, respect, oh yeah. Here's to the make it happen. Guess we believe it. Look who we are the dream.